All right, we started the recording. Sova Icebox. And yeah, I pushed you guys to vote for this because I'm about to quickly give you the rundown of a bunch of tech first. Yes, you can say hi to YouTube, but they don't see you, tier 3s. But I see you. Mimo says hi, Hyperion says hi, Zendikar says hi, Hydro says hi, YBM says hi, Andy says hi, New Javier says hi, Coptas Roblox says hi, Annika says hi, Rhyme says hi, Opie says hi, Call Me Aiden says hi, Manny says hi, Bappel says hi, Ishtar says hi, Emo says hi, Dasumoto says hi, Lun says hi, Horizon says hi, Brendan says hi, Q's Knap, Tom from Brazil, Flamespire, Pen Flash, Azura, Cox, Anthem, Bell, Krista, Thymos, Alps, Him, Salts, Tomo, Jonas, Inverted, Certified Ascendant Boy, Kiyomiro. Hey, some of you are getting in there twice. Safwan, Mr. Potato, Trade for Trim. They all say hi. Okay.
My ult is ready.
All right, before we do the pro review, I'm going to show you a bunch of darts. And then we're going to watch gameplay to see how these darts are kind of used on Icebox. Because there's so many darts that are interesting to talk about. We're leaking some tech. So it's very common on attack to like start this close wall to spot like early aggression. The pipe sky will get scanned. But there's a lot of problems with this dart. Problem number one is it's really common. People will pre-aim it, break it for their teammate. Problem number two is you can actually, this guy can actually route this way. Notice they don't see the dart. They can fight you here. And so what people usually do is they have mix-ups. And there's a lot of ways to mix this up. And all of them that I'm going to show you are from this corner. So you can just always stand in this corner when you throw the mix-ups. The first mix-up, you just full charge at this semicircle. It lands a bit faster than normal. Scans this guy. And it's a bit unexpected for this guy. And usually it gets a tag off first time you throw it. So it'll scan this dude getting aggressive lower. Lands faster than normal. The one downside is if they're taking rope this way, they can usually dodge it. All right, next mix-up. I'm going to go fast. You can review the footage here, but I'm lining up with that bit. You can see there. One bounce, full charge. Lands front 410. Same idea. Here I'm lining up at that quarter. One bounce, full charge. Lands front pipes. Easy. Here I'm going to line up with that line, like roughly here. One bounce, full charge. Lands front 410. Okay. Different mix-up darts. And if you're going to throw the normal one, a jump throw at 1 bar is the fastest way to throw it. Okay, while we're here, line up with the second. There to the left of that. 2 bounce shock here is a interesting shock mix-up that Cavern showed me for the default plant that lands really slowly. So you can actually come around and peek lower. And what happens is this guy on the bomb sees the dart coming. It looks like it's from belt. They get off the bomb and they start holding belt, but then you peek lower. So that's a really fun shock mix-up. I'm not going to show all the normal lineups. I'm going to show like the cool new lineups. Okay. So you can learn and easily Google shocks that land there and there. I'm going to leave that exercise to the reader because I'm not just going to do a heckin' Sova lineups guide. You get the bow shock now. Cavern showed me this one as well. If you know the crane dart, which you should, you add an extra bounce. Clears yellow. I like this recon. Here, 1 bounce on this triangle. You're standing in this corner. This also clears yellow. It's a bit more dangerous. Good if your Viper Wall is not up. Also clears top sight. If you do 2 bounces with a shock, it lands on the bomb. But also, if they like Viper Orb to defuse or Viper Ult, if you 2 bounce a recon here, it'll land the recon on the bomb inside of the orb and tag them. Really useful. If they don't have an orb, another Cavern lineup. I got a lot from him. He's actually super nerdy. I learned this one. So I'm standing in this corner. You see that bit of the orange crane? Aligning the top left of my bounce bracket on it. I'm just throwing. That lands here. And it tags the diffuser. And it lands off their screen. So they never shoot this thing. This dart's really good. Really good. Really good. This dart's OP. Yeah. So you just one left click. And now you peek here. And if they go to break the dart, they're looking in the sky. Otherwise, it's tagging them on the diffuse. Okay, okay. Dropping some frames. That's fine. Defensive darts. You guys have seen my preferred dart on A that I like. Let me show it. Where you line up with this dot on the wall and you back all the way up. And then you aim there.
Revealing area.
Right there. It lands outside, which can look like a missed dart to the guy coming up belt, but as they peek out, they get tagged on belt. That dart is less good in really high elo because they're actually going to path so quickly around here that they just see the dart. But I get lots of tags on that, even in immortal lobbies. Let's see. Other neat, unique darts. Oh, yeah. Cavern showed this one. This is a really cool shock. So he throws this shock when he's starting the B retake. He's lining up here, and he used that 2-bar. And this lands back yellow. He likes throwing this right as the sage, as the Viper wall's coming down. Oh, bam. All right. You've got a rough idea. Let's watch some gameplay. Who do we want to watch? I mean, I guess it's fitting. We should probably try to watch Cavern, right? Let's see.
It stops.
Leo. Yeah, but I just leaked so many Cavern darts that it would make the most sense to see them in action. So we should try him. Watch a Cavern VOD. Okay, here we go. End of act grind. Let's see if we can find an Icebox VOD. Not there. All the YouTube frogs skipping around. Ooh, there's one here.
Also, do you see my right? Push screens.
Here we go.
To leave B.
We're about to steal all the Cavern tech. Apologies in advance, Cavern. Okay, switch the recording POV. 1 sec. Odd window. No, do not make Edge my default browser. Thank you. Connect the pen. Okay.
Do. Alright, guys, I can't wait. Booting's coming in soon.
You
Cozy on
think
my
the
team.
song is relevant?
You took Jet from Prod. No, Prod insta-locked Raze on my team. I hovered Jet. I filled Jet.
Okay.
Ooh, kitten. Oh, like this account, we win.
I haven't played in like a week.
Yeah, but you're at 0.
Scanning ahead.
Notice it landed on the ground. That's important. In competitive play, if the recon lands on the ground, they can't run past it. Like if they omen smoked off rip and ran into it, they could dodge the dart if it landed against this wall. But Kevin knows that, and so he instead shot the ground instead of the wall, or recon the ground. It tags just slightly faster. Watch again.
I'm sorry. I'll just stop coming.
I'm getting this.
The ground dart's just more common in high elo. Just gets the tag a little bit faster.
Spike down A.
Or Bellingham.
Guys,
Turning
are
in.
pushing to leave B.
Permission granted.
Alright.
This is pretty common in higher elo.
Permission granted.
He's looking to deny plant with shock, and he's got Viper behind him. So they're going to double the molly and shock to kill the planter. Icebox post plant's really favorable for the attackers. So a lot of the time you'll just see util dump to try and stop the bomb from going down.
Default. You saw him close, Killjoy.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, he uses his shocks a lot.
Truck dart. I'm getting roasted for calling you kitten. Not been talking to any girls. You're the only kitten for me.
There was a girl in your room.
That was just a friend.
Oh, that girl? I
What the hell's going on?
Oh, it's just a friend, fam.
Is this educational?
Come on.
Perfect.
Whew.
One One is
I think he was about to. Let's pause. That recon he was about to throw. It looked like he was about to throw it front pipes. Let's just test that. And this is pretty common routing. You come out right side before the hit happens. It looks like he was just gonna slam this dart right here. Yeah, that dart's pretty good. It'll scan anybody scaling up. And he's coming wide here, as you see, to fight Nest, Pipes, and potentially 410. Miss. And the wall's giving him the maze cover right now.
One is Nest.
Both.
I'm flanking.
Wait, is Nest still? Oh, I didn't
He's actually
Sorry,
trolling.
guys, I'm flanking.
He's actually trolling
oh
for
my
that.
God, we're inting. Last was Nest. How's it
Som
going?
also
If we
calls his
differ?
teammate Kitten. You're right. Maybe Cavern studies Som. Cavern's getting the free
Nah,
VOD
your
review
friend,
right now.
just
He's
a
actually
friend,
trolling
guys.
for that one. You think she wins?
Wait.
Ooh.
Thanks, Kitten.
Calls everybody Kitten.
Viper's cook-
Bro, it just appeared out of nowhere. I don't make the rules.
Bro has Venmo as his gamer tag. Talk about passive income.
Guys are coming. Oh, Viper's cook-
How many Venmos do you think that guy gets?
They're coming up. I'm playing against the wall.
Dude, one fucking A, bro.
Okay, this is really important. I'm pausing here because I know all of you Sova mains watching this on YouTube right now, and all of you tier 3s, a vast majority of you are stopping your rotation here to throw like some dart B. Or before you peek here, you're throwing some recon. And that's so slow. Sometimes you just have to take gunfights, and this is a problem that Sovas face a lot, especially ones who have lots of prep, is they just want to use that prep. But here his team's getting pushed, fights are about to occur. Being in the fight is your number 1 priority. Using cool util is your number 2 priority.
I'm playing against the wall.
Dude, one fucking A, bro. They're running back.
Viper plays you, yeah. And here, now there's an orb. We're not in fights. He throws the recon. You throw the recon when it makes sense, not when, oh, I'm in recon position. And a lot of that time, it does mean winging the
Push
recon.
screens.
Droney baloney.
He's breaking the drone.
Oh, under screens, under raptor, under raptor. Forward.
Sage default. I hit her with shock.
Unfortunate, his flanker's so slow.
Raise screens. He distracts you.
Dude, why are you trying to get
Oh, so that's the only reason you say that? Wow.
Yeah, I guess.
You're walking into a typical Viper smoke there. What do you mean Viper smoke snowman?
I'm blind.
You're walking into a Viper smoke that's snowman? What's typical about that?
Deploying drone.
They're planning you.
Going again.
Oh, like the default Viper wall? Yeah, it's situational. I can't give you an answer for every scenario. It depends. There, it made sense to have gun out. There was a fight. And no Viper wall. I'm sure there are scenarios where even with a Viper wall, it makes sense to have the gun out. And scenarios where it makes sense to recon. I'm more pointing it out is something that you
I'll play
frequently get
all on
wrong.
gray.
Like, you use recon more often than you should.
Use some nerd tech. You guys
Ooh.
always ask for fucking Sova darts. Here you go.
What's this? Wait, that literally hit the guy.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god. This is why we're watching Cavern. This is why we're watching Cavern. What was that? So he's here? Is it just right here? That's sick. Is he backed all the way up? Let me check the...
Sova darts.
No, he's not. Wait 1 sec.
You guys want some nerd tech? Here's some nerd tech. You guys always ask for fucking.
What's he lining up? What's he lining up? Can you tell? 2 screws. No. I know where he's aiming. How does he know how far to the left to aim, chat? Or how far to the left to move? Because he's not dead center with it. I know where he's aiming, dude. But he's moving to the left. Watch.
Sova darts. Here you go.
Look, he's not dead center on it. Watch again. His movement is the weird thing.
You guys want some nerd tech?
You see
Here's
here,
some
he's
nerd
moving to
tech.
the left.
You got-
Tiny pixels. Tiny little pixels. He's moving to the left. The rafters wall. What's he lining up on the rafters wall, dude? Oh, this line with it. Oh, good eye. Good eye. Yup. And it's here. That line lined up with the rafters wall. There we go. There we go. There we go. It probably doesn't matter that much. It looks pretty lenient. But he clearly was like wiggling to the side to get it real precise. And now we know.
You guys always ask for fucking Sova darts. Here you go.
This is why we watch Cavern for Sovatech. That's sick. That's sick.
Uh-huh.
Oh, one more belt lit 50 on Sage.
I'll quickly show another one I like. It's the Woojin Tech 2. This isn't mine, to be clear. You stand in this corner, you aim here, and you just left click. This is better in low elo. In high elo, people rarely route this way at all. That didn't hit Raze at all. Yeah, because she's prepping a satchel, she came way out in front like this. It didn't hit her. What are you gonna do? Oh wait, no, it did. 54.
I actually could have hit a clip there if I killed that Sage.
Oh, it hit Sage, yeah.
She's one shot to the body too. Wow. Oh, what could have been?
That's actually really smart. So, do you know how the Marshall, Silent X explained it's called the bag and tag, where you Marshall body shot somebody and then the other guy sheriff body shots and you kill in one shot, essentially? This is a self bag and tag. That shock does enough that your body shot kills them belt. So he throws that shock and he aims for the body shot. This is like Marshall Sova tech.
No, I can't.
It's clean.
Unless
That's
she hit
clean,
herself.
man. It turns your Marshall into an operator for that one peak.
Yeah. Map. Sorry guys, I'm going through an existential crisis right now.
Let us hunt.
I feel that.
When aren't you?
I'm about to throw a normal dart.
Scanning ahead.
That right there's a problem with always throwing the normal Sova dart on offense. You see how they just easily pre-aimed broke it?
I might grab orb and then res.
He's top pipes.
Take flight.
Here's everything.
And it's really sick that they use Yoru to get nest like that because Yoru could just TP out.
He's in screens.
Bro, what the fuck? Wow. That was
I'm going to explain also this place where he's lining up the Sova ult is slightly intentional. It's not just to be safe. Anytime there's like a corridor like this, you want your Sova ult to go along it because it makes it really hard to dodge. And because he's aiming against a wall here, they can't dodge in either direction. They pretty much have to dodge this way when they're out in the open, which less options for them, easier shot for you.
Bro, what the fuck? Wow. I was even screwed.
This dude actually just got raised on.
Where's that
No,
Viper?
a Viper.
Revealing area.
Hey.
God, I have a feeling they only go away.
See if you can swim.
Top pipes.
Oh, we got a sub. This is a pretty safe angle. I'm surprised he actually got picked off so easily. Honestly, though, it's a bit of a mistake for him to stick it for so long.
See if you can swim.
Like here, he's getting finessed.
I'm 18 for Jordan. Oh, Jordan.
You want to play? Let's play. There they are.
Damn, they're not breaking his dart.
Party's over.
Omen TP'd after he flashed.
More belt level.
This is also a bit of a mistake.
Omen TP'd after he flashed.
He's looking at minimap when he peeks here. All right, I think he's chilling. I think he saw his dude, his Yoru, looking belt, and he thought he was safe to peek, but I think his Yoru's unswinging to reload right now, which is unfortunate timing.
What a... I had a Phantom default.
Hey guys, I need a gun. I'm looking right now.
Spike
Somebody
down
had his
A.
belt. Damn, this guy's got the right Viper wall.
Wait, close.
That's where Maze, right?
Go there, go there. Just got up.
Be remaining.
Them time to
Spike
Dude, my girlfriend's in my head right now.
You don't have a
Enemy
girlfriend,
Sova
bro. You play
continues the same
Valorant.
recon.
Bro,
Yeah, I mean,
She's like, my girlfriend just
He's
yapping
probably
on and
Phil.
on and on, bro.
it's the difference, and it's really hard to. This is why I really recommend you one trick or roll, because how many people here really know all the Viper tech on this map and all the Sova tech on this map? I do, but not many people, and they're slightly different play styles, and you have to learn it all 7 maps. It's tough. You know what? You should really learn one role because the tech goes deep on pretty much
Play Valorant, you
anything.
don't have
Like
a
go watch
girlfriend,
any of the
bro.
pro reviews and you'll see that.
I
The
am
tech goes
lonely.
so
I play
deep.
Valorant.
Yeah, I
Welcome to the fucking club.
Casually added a flex. No, it's like my job to know that stuff.
Maybe.
A lot.
Who's big?
I literally don't touch grass. So we were gonna see the shock. Okay, here we go.
105 on Sage. 105.
You will not kill my allies.
scanning ahead.
Just one exit.
They're in
Ooh.
front of yellow swinging.
Last player standing.
This guy's
Yeah, so here he's smoked off. And they've already planted the bomb. They're falling back.
105 on Sage. 105.
in front of yellow.
This guy's about to cook.
To have what?
Scanning ahead.
You don't even know grass color.
How's
Yeah,
he
but
on
you're
belt?
gold. You should kind of learn one role still.
Scanning ahead.
How's he out belt?
Bro, he saw the guy belt, no?
Scanning ahead.
Oh, he's got his buddy
How's he
holding
out
it.
belt?
One enemy remaining.
Jet who? Yeah. Be the good grip. Oh, here you go.
Please, for grip.
They blinded for
This angle's really good.
So was there.
Bed.
Yeah. Hey, you see how he crouched at the end before he dropped? Let me show you how to play that angle. So you get like out here. You really got to like inch it out. And you can fight here and crouch away. You can even get wider and take belt, which he's out here. And you can crouch to unpeak it before you drop. So it's like a safe drop. If that makes sense.
Revealing area. Take flight.
He already used Omen blind.
I'm on TV tomorrow. No blind. I'm holding us.
Shot done.
5. 5 Omen.
One
He's up,
enemy
Jen.
remaining.
One up, bro.
Bro.
5 Omen.
Damn, the difference between like pro and like cavern is so minor.
One
He's up,
enemy
Jen.
remaining.
One up.
So here, in case cavern's watching, tell him it's a mistake. As he's walking this direction, this maze angle is not a threat because they're walking in the opposite direction. Essentially, he's exposing more threats over here and unexposing threats over here. Let me try and really explain with the visual aid. So as I walk to my right, look maze. You see how it's becoming thinner? like less, I'm less exposed to maze. So as you walk this way, and you can see this side is becoming larger. Maze is pretty much not a threat there if he keeps moving this way. And so he should just have his crosshair somewhere else. Anywhere else is higher value than Maze, because Maze is not a threat here. Now, he also didn't think this was a threat, to be clear. But it's more of a threat than Maze while he's walking this direction, because Maze just, it can't be a threat. So watch again. Here. You see the crosshair? And timing wise, they can't be peeking Maze there because he just moved.
Remaining.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, Momiji, no calming this whole game's actually like
Player
tilting me.
standing.
But yeah, he
The wall is
also
gone.
probably still dies to the chamber. He just didn't know to put his crosshair.
Town, like,
Where's bomb?
Or he dies to Sova, sorry. Because it's not his
Wall's-
job to have that angle covered. His
Yeah, one for
Viper had
80.
it.
Auto.
Spike planted.
Ran away. Yellow.
And if another second passed, or even like 500 milliseconds, then he should be looking Maze anyways.
Short him.
One
Yeah.
enemy
Oh.
remaining.
I'm sticking it.
Let's see the util. Sees nothing. Is he ult off rib? Yes. Hey, oh, okay. Same idea. He's lining it up. He wants to ult along the thin passageway, you see?
I went for
Unfortunate.
80.
Unfortunate, we only get one tag.
I just don't know. Momiji's never like this. That's why I calm. I don't know if it was bugged or not.
I feel you,
Nah, take
Kevin.
calm.
I'm taking the bomba.
Scanning ahead.
Normal dart.
Native belt.
3 to 3.
And notice, I want you to go back and count how much nerd tech he used total in that half. How many lineups did he actually use in the whole half? I'm guessing it was like four. Like four. He used the shocks. He used a couple of recons. It was not much at all. And then compare it to your Sova VODs, okay? When you go play Icebox later, generally speaking, people overuse lineups. So just be careful. Most of the time, you're just winging darts as Sova because positioning is more important than the quality of your darts.
Top side.
For some reason, I use 0 lineups on Icebox.
Spike
Well, then that's the reverse
410,
problem.
Back for 10.
Ooh, let's go AI.
I'm holding flank.
That's a useful dart to know. This is just he's pretty much just winging this.
410.
He's pretty much
for
just
10.
winging that, but just make sure you like can wing darts like this. He's kind of just aiming up here and shooting, and bam. And with one bounce, this would probably hit front 410 too. Shouldn't he have bounce? Yeah, I think he should have.
Ooh, let's go AI.
I'm holding flank. I have one shock. Nothing was flank. I'm peeking belt. I'm holding your right side.
Right here.
Pitch up left.
I have one shock. I'm
One
still
left or two.
I'm still holding flank. I'll both there.
One enemy remaining.
Not out yet.
I have this.
Is that mostly applicable across all characters? Yes.
Need my stats.
Jet,
The
just
lower
fall back,
rated
go
you
default.
are, the more often you favor utility,
play
as far
time.
as I've
I
seen.
have shock and a recon.
And it's specifically like funny utility. Ooh. Okay, so he's throwing.
Guys, look at my widow.
I didn't know about this. I believe the bomb here is planted default, and he's throwing basically the same shock that I showed earlier, but aimed a bit to the left. Aiming here. And he threw it with a recon, so let's see where the recon would land. Right on the bomb, and the recon would land right here.
Scanning ahead.
Okay, that's good to know. So he can also hit the default plant with this same exact type of shock. So instead of aiming here, he's aiming here. These are the two.
Wind-ups. My widow wind-ups.
Cavern, weren't you just complaining earlier about me always being trash? What is your problem?
Hmm?
Actually, his recon lands a bit more.
I have
Wait.
recon.
Wait. His is a bit
Okay,
better.
just fall back. Go default.
I'm throwing the lineup a bit wrong. 1 sec.
You just play time. I
Because
have
his recon
shotgun
landed a
recon.
bit wider. It was like very interesting. What's he lining up? What's he lining up, chat? Can we figure it out? It's usually two. I know he's lining up with the arrow, but where is the two? Like, so there's perspective because he's closer to this, further from this. So when you move to the left, one of these moves faster than the other. And I think it might be here. This could be the lineup. Let me use the mouse for the recording. Yeah, I think so. The arrow, part of the ceiling that goes gray to white. The arrow is pointing on the ceiling. Wait.
Chat, just fall back, go default.
Minus 50.
You just play time. I have shock and a recon.
Is it this? What's that arrow pointing at? Oh, yeah. That's probably it. That's probably it. Let's draw. I think he's talking about that. Right there. That looks right. Sorry, YouTube viewers. The pen isn't drawing, but I'm gonna show you how to line it up real quick. Yeah. Yep. So this line straight down to the middle of the arrow. And up here.
Revealing area.
Yeah, and that just, it's so minor. Even then I need to aim a tad more to the left. Or to the right, sorry. It's more like here.
Revealing area.
Because having it around this corner so it lands out here is very useful. Because it makes it harder for them to... There we go. Because now if they try to run this way, you see they still get tagged.
Scanning ahead.
Looks like he's aiming at the intersection. Really?
I
It
have
does?
shock and a recon.
To me, it looks like he's aiming a bit to the left of the intersection.
Scanning ahead. Shot down.
Guys, look at my Widow wineups. My Widow wineups.
Cavern, weren't you just complaining earlier about me always being trash? What is your problem?
Go play with that
There was
shit.
bot frag.
Be a good Widow team player.
Yeah, good that we didn't pick a YouTube VOD because they always upload good VODs.
Wait, Nosy, you gotta change your name, bro.
No.
You can see how the man plays on his B game.
Jordan, join our cult.
Exactly.
All right, so his mix up here, and this makes a lot of sense when you think about it. I like the drone from him. Enemy team is on economic disadvantage, okay? And what do teams on economic disadvantage do? They aggress, or they stack. They try to get weird. So it's possible this guy's trying to come nest here, or they're trying to aggress pipes very quickly. And here he's nading to, like, you can see the raise nade to try and do that. And the only way you're going to catch all these options is a drone. Because if you throw like the fast dart here, they can get nest. If you throw the dart here, somebody can easily break it. So there's always a threat with just the dart. The drone will certainly spot it. The threat, I guess, with the drone is this, which is not the biggest deal.
Wait, Nosy, you gotta change your name, bro.
No. I decline.
What do you mean, no?
Jordan, join our cult.
Exactly. Join our call.
Revealing
And he just starts sight.
Armor.
And he's playing Ghost this round, so he can play alone.
Like, our cult.
Nosy, what is wrong?
Or is he playing Ghost though? This is a high level thing. Don't replicate this. But essentially, if your team has 4 rifles or specters, we'll have yellow represent a rifle or specter. Then 1 Ghost is fine because generally speaking, one of these guys will die. You'll be able to grab their gun, and you're still going to win the round. That's essentially... And the guy with the Ghost will play alone. As you see here, he went to take a very simple job, like holding flank, which is very useful against the eco round, but it's not a big deal if he dies because he just has a Ghost.
Yeah, Jet.
Oh, why is he like this? Why are you?
And now he
That's
just
what I'm
buys
saying.
up his
Why is he
rifle
like this,
here.
guys?
And this
I haven't
rifle
seen
is
it.
essentially like a bonus round rifle. He can still buy next.
Scanning ahead.
Notice he is not using any mix-up darts because this dart is working. He threw a pistol. It was fine.
Someone else take bomb.
No
Drone,
need
give it
to
someone
flex
else.
the
I'm
nerd
droning.
tech.
No, bro, I'm droning.
Woman's here, woman's here.
And the nerd tech is a little slower than that dart he just threw. Like in terms of where he can position.
I'm planning safe.
The mix it up, start breaking it. Yeah, if his dart starts becoming ineffective because they start playing really assiduously against it. Oh, that's rough.
One enemy remaining.
Nice shot.
Chalk dart diff. Chalk dart.
And then they're just nosy.
Oh yeah, we also have Sosa. Sosa S suspended.
This is actually... I'm going to point it out because I see lower rated players mess this up all the time. So I'm going to include it in the review. This doesn't matter for most of you high rated players because you already know. But when you're throwing util like a shock, make sure you're in cover, jiggle out, throw it, and come back to cover. Like this. I see so many of you come out, like even W key sometimes and come back. It's so slow and you die so often. I'll see it with like a Yoru flash, like a molly, a shock. Just make sure you can real quick expose. So you're out here, you're fighting. As you pull out your shock, you unexpose, and then you come around. Bam. Make sure you do it correctly. And it's fine if you miss. What's more important is that you're using correct
Sosa S
technique.
suspended and Emily M. Mommy. Possibly Zekken. Zekken said he might join too. Cooler than 10s? That's...
Here we go. There's the mix-up.
ego on this guy.
Healing area.
You guys play this breach flash.
Deploying
It's
drone.
on YouTube.
This guy stops playing breach and all of a sudden gets an ego. Top site.
I'm sorry. 120 right now.
Wish I could have my team successfully take A most rounds.
Player standing.
Never mind.
Spike down.
I take it all back.
120 Omen, gonna get healed.
He watches flank so often. Yeah, I'm not a fan in this solo queue game. I think he's too paranoid about it, given it's pretty much never happened. But let me explain the reasoning, because this is completely subjective, and he could be right about this, and I could be wrong. He's holding flank because the enemy team's on eco. And because they're on eco, it's more likely that they're going to flank. And more likely that his team can just successfully take the site. Sova's usually last one in, though. Not necessarily, no. He planted the bomb last round. Sova's usually a refragger.
Scanning ahead. I have the spike.
Thrifty.
Feels bad.
Oh my, he can't get a girl for his life. The only one who's like delayed.
We're playing like a drone.
Now he greets the util because they haven't been pressing. And they proceed to
Bro,
press anyways.
God.
But he took a
Wait.
gamble. He's like, I want to keep my recon, my drone. Because they haven't been seeing anything. They're respecting it. Get drone further up. And I mean, this is crazy. That's crazy.
Bro. Lead from droning. Pretty.
Lumiji's too swag for this, bro.
Bro, like, what is this shit, man? I swear, like, stop. Like, I'm actually gonna get tilted if I get dropped the bomb.
Channel.
Oh, we got the Twitch bug. Wait. 50-20. Oh, perfect.
VD yellow, so fighting, better fight.
Revealing
Ready back. Back yellow, back yellow.
So here his team's rushing so much, he doesn't have time to throw much util. But now it's about to slow down. Well, he was about to use util.
Sage was opping snowman.
Outside.
One to two.
Downstairs.
Thrifty.
Hmm.
Why are you banned from in-house, Sanchi? Were you AFK?
I am.
Here you see the yellow dart.
They broke my dart. I'm droning out. Anyone hear it?
Let's go.
Run, man, run. It's not
Feels
mine.
bad.
Hear it?
Let's go.
This is pretty common. Higher rated you are, more willing you are to just press ult. He just waits a couple seconds to ult once the first tag appears.
Man, run.
Unfortunate. Doesn't get the kill.
roughly. Good.
You want to play? Let's play.
They rolled off. Metal box clear, glass clear. Darting yellow. Ding to 124 on six.
New dart just dropped.
Metal box clear, glass clear. Darting yellow.
Yeah, that's a slight lineup. It seems very easy to throw. He has good comms, better than me. I would hope so. He's high radiant. It's just like here.
Scanning ahead.
Nope, evidently I need to aim higher. Thought he was aiming like here.
Scanning ahead.
Oh, he is. It barely gets over. Damn. He's like aiming flush with the bottom of this green box.
Revealing area.
Woo!
Area.
Ding to 120. I'm right there then. With. This shit's actually just like so fucking aggravating, man.
Spike drop.
Walled off with stage again.
You missed the ult.
He ran.
Scanning ahead. Time to jump.
One place, dude.
Right here. Taken out.
Oh!
One place, dude.
Right here. Taken out.
Snowman's deep. Or Sova deep.
Yeah, I don't think that's precise.
Standing.
I'm pretty sure he's just double shock full power. And he's just making sure that it hits this
Right here.
back wall. Yeah, there's you don't have to get too crazy with that. His team's getting cooked though.
Close, fighting. Nice. I don't see anything else. Someone's on top side.
Top pipes, top pipes. I'm darting site. I'm darting screens.
Scanning ahead.
I'm gonna play post with shocks. Yeah, res. All screens. Also on screens.
Crypto throwing. Wait, I'm not crypto throwing. I'm sorry.
I'm actually just gonna play
Fucking
down.
Larry's on my
I'll take first contact Mo.
You guys are cringe.
He's saving.
Deja vu.
He's going for.
No, he's going for it.
Yeah, and he likes throwing the recon as well in
We're
the
all
same
fucking
spot.
Larrys.
That's how you love post play right there. They got two mollies
Alright,
and
go
two
ahead,
shocks. They got Killjoy, Viper,
This Raze, like,
Sova.
nades built and
Unwinnable.
Are you fucking there?
Yeah. Just wait half a second.
I'm gonna drop and drone again.
Headshot, drop down.
Deploying drone.
Right TP away. 250.
Revealing area.
He used nade.
Right side.
You're gonna save my ult.
Two screen. Screen Sova.
Getting greedy.
I'm about to play lineup Larry's. That's res dead.
One enemy remaining.
Screen.
Don't worry, I'm a Larry.
Drops out.
This is such a deja vu.
40. I'm sorry. Nice.
It's the same three alive
Don't
too,
worry, I'm
man.
Larrying.
Same
Are you
three.
for that lineup? I do not.
Hey, bro.
I-
Hey, bro.
Lineup Larry just not helping him punch one. So an Icebox, he's winning the round here. Like the round is secure at that point. One guy left alive, enemy team. Bomb planted here. Sova playing double shocks here. It's pretty much unwinnable for this guy. The only way this guy's winning is if Cavern gives him the round and like takes a fight early. This is pretty specific to Icebox. Let me think of some other examples. I guess like Pearl, if it's planted in the right place, like if it's planted here and you've got lineups from B long in a 1v1, you're pretty much winning. Basically, as long as the scenario is such that if the person has to push to fight you, And by the time they kill you and come back, they can't win. And if they defuse, you can stall the defuse long enough with just your utility that they can't win. Then this makes a lot of sense. I don't encourage people to play this way in lower ranks, mostly because you don't know when this is correct and you miss out on a lot of gunfights, which are important to practice when you're lower rank. But it's pretty
Gonna
fine
jump
here.
Half your.
I'm alright. It's chamber. Two TP out. Three, two more. Two more close, 410.
Train, Rhino. Respawn.
Bro.
One in. Here, both there.
Bro. 3 rounds in a row.
Lit, 105.
Is it planted default or no?
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, I'd say anything below Immortal Flamespire.
Is it planted default or for belt?
You will not kill my ally. One enemy remaining.
Oh my
GG.
god.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's actually crazy. He got the same exact scenario 3 rounds in a row. He got the same scenario. Take the orb, come play the shocks, convert the post plan. That's actually crazy. All right. Let's write it up. Mostly darts, occasionally fast drones when he really wants to clear everything. Greads the dart on occasion, tries to drone from here. Drones will be green, darts will be yellow. He threw a jumping dart here. He threw a dart here that landed sight. Pretty common. Plays lots of shocks on Icebox in the post plant. His drones on B side, he favored throwing from like this space. Actually, I think he threw it further back. Like here. Not from long. Mostly I'm guessing because util usually gets thrown in this area, which can cancel the drone. And this drone seems to come out just as fast. Let's see. His team took A without any problem. I wouldn't say without any problem. Multiple times we ended up kind of alone. But yeah, hitting A on Icebox is pretty much how the map is played. You hit A most of the time. Mostly just supportive, like recon util, but always tries to be with the team, essentially during the hit. And once he thinks the hit is quote unquote secure, he enters this like more passive phase of the game. We saw defense. He mostly controls mid, throws the no bounce start here, can fast rotate up rafters, favors going to the right side. He plays B. Occasionally we see the shock, the swing out, but sometimes he'll also just swing quickly. Very rarely, I don't think, did we see any kitchen routing? I don't think we saw any kitchen routing. He favors Snowman. Let's see. Oh, we saw the bag and tag shock dart Marshall play. That was interesting. Marshall. I like that. And then we frequently saw him standing here to deny plants with his shocks on defense, which is pretty common. And he's just trying to throw the like you can pretty much like wing this and just hit the ground over here. More power will have it land deeper. That. And mostly you just have to throw it safe. Like don't peek out. You throw it safe, you bounce it off this wall. That one landed too far forward. And you can get a feel for these. I evidently need to server time more. There we go. This seems to be pretty consistent. Yeah. So he's playing lots of these to deny plant over here, especially when his Viper's coming behind. It's important to note, we didn't see him do this much, but this is common. If your teammate's routing this way lower as you're coming rafters to support, you will sometimes come this way to like high-low with them. But most of the time, he had these teammates who were already out kind of playing slower. And so there, it makes sense to support from this side over here. We saw the, let's see, this angle. Oh, let me show you how to do the ropes jump. This is unrelated tech, but so I highly recommend you use the rope. You can make it without the rope, but you can make it every time with the rope. That's why this is easy, but I've seen so many silver players never get it. So I'm going to explain. Essentially, once the rope is off your screen is when you want to grab. So once it's not on your screen. And then after you grab, you need to jump immediately. The biggest problem I see is you grab and then jump, and it pulls you back. You got to jump right after you grab the rope, and that jump there, you hold crouch at the end, right there, to safely land, and you're not going to miss this jump. The rope is off your screen. You grab, jump, and you can do it without the rope, but you see there, I just missed. Like genuinely trying to go for it without the rope, just missed twice. There we go. That's a lot harder. It's a lot more precise. Let me show you. I'm going to jump from here. Let's see if I can hit with the rope. You see? You see how forgiving it is with the rope? Doing it without the rope is not easier. If it's all you do, you'll think it's easier. Ooh, but you've got to be a lot tighter on the jump. Using the rope, you're never going to miss. You will literally never miss this with the rope. So I highly suggest you learn how to do it with the rope. Gen is quite hard now because they patched. You've got to use this lineup, and I'm probably still going to miss. Yeah, I was close. Oh, the gem one is like a couple frames. You got to grab the rope right at the end. Yeah, I can't hit it. I suck. Just updraft. Yeah, just float. You don't even need to use updraft, dude. What a waste. Okay, thank you for tuning into the pro review. Finalize with the thingy. Just use ghost mode. Alright, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you for the 2 3s. Look forward to a YouTube video dropping later today. Peace out. Peace out.